Good evening, Los Santos. I'm Sophie Fox, and this is your continuing coverage from LS News. Today's events have left many residents shaken and asking the same question: what exactly happened at the Murrieta oil field and why? As reported earlier, the Los Santos Coast Guard issued a 72-hour emergency advisory, warning the public to avoid all water-based activities and to refrain from drinking tap water due to a possible contamination risk. That advisory remains in place tonight. Not long after in the day were there multiple explosions reported at the Endron Oil Refinery, located within the Murrieta oil field. Emergency services responded quickly, encountering active gunfire, significant structural damage, and multiple confirmed fatalities. Authorities have yet to release the names of those involved. LS News was able to speak briefly with an officer on the scene. While the interview was unfortunately cut short due to escalating conditions at the site, we were able to ask a few key questions. Here's that footage. Can you confirm what exactly happened here this evening?
At this moment, cannot really confirm. We can speculate a little bit. We had some shots fired, concluding with numerous 911 calls about some attack happening at this location. At this moment, we have multiple individuals in medical care. EMS and PD helicopters still searching the area as we speak. They seem to have targeted, how do you word that correctly? The storage facilities of the compound here. Still counting at this moment, but we seem to be. Send it 922. 1 second.
Since then, our newsroom has reviewed multiple statements and media reactions, including a report from the Red Network, which claims the incident may have been an act of eco-terrorism, possibly targeting the facility as a part of a radical environmental agenda. The total number of injured and deceased has not yet been confirmed, but investigators are treating the situation as a deliberate and brutal attack, describing the scene as a massacre. However, as of this evening, no official motive or group affiliation has been confirmed. The LSCSD has confirmed that a press release is being released, and we expect a formal statement soon. Officials are expected to address whether the attack was driven by extremist beliefs, if any suspects have been identified or apprehended, and whether today's earlier environmental advisory is connected in any way to the violence at Endron's facility. LS News will continue to monitor developments and bring you live coverage of the press conference as it happens. Until then, please continue to follow public safety guidelines. Avoid contact with open water, do not consume tap water until cleared by officials, and avoid the Murrieta oil field area while the investigation continues. Also in the news tonight, a major shift in local enforcement as the LSPD and BCSO officially merge into the Los Santos County Sheriff's Office. Here's a statement from Sheriff Noah Sterling.
Wonderful. So, as many people might be aware, especially with the new vehicles out and about and alongside all of the law enforcement personnel within city and outside of city donning the black and gold uniform, the Blaine County Sheriff's Office and LSPD cease to exist as an independent entity. They have both been absorbed into what we now call the Los Santos County Sheriff's Office, or has been dubbed quite friendly as the 5-letter mouthful, which is very understandable. We can refer to us as the Sheriff's Department, or SD if that's easier. The stated cause is a failure of leadership in contrast to the LSPD. We previously had quite some relative success and stability, but unfortunately that deteriorated quite considerably, whereas the Blaine County Sheriff's Office were flourishing perfectly with the new standards and such. So it's a message more so to the entirety of the city, but also the state of San Andreas is the law enforcement that you are currently witnessing now are a law enforcement that aim to work with you, not against you. We are here to ensure that you feel comfortable in coming to the law, that you were comfortable in being out and about in places that otherwise would have deemed unpatrollable. And such, we want to make sure that everyone is comfortable in the city itself. Such consolidations are the natural progression, of course, when leadership falters. Inefficiency invites absorption by more competent structure, and order adapts internally for the department itself. So we hope that the city adapts with us as well. I have also gone ahead and updated our handbook subsequently. We've ensured that the previous handbook of 22 pages of basic policy has now been completed to a 59-page document, which can be requested by any legal or lawyers within the city that would like to utilize it to ensure that our officers and deputies are held accountable. At the end of the day, we are here to ensure that the city is safe, and we need to ensure that the officers and deputies are also upholding that tradition. And if they're failing to meet that tradition, then unfortunately, they will find themselves unemployed very quickly. We have updated the understanding of current law enforcement structure in Los Santos. We've also expanded it across the whole border into Blaine County as well, so we are referred to as the Los Santos County just for organizational purposes. So in reference to this, the policing structure and things that you will see are much more professional, much more direct, and as I said before, law enforcement that are looking to work with its community rather than ostracize it.
We understand the city is looking for answers, and we'll be here when those answers come. Well, that's all from LS News for now. I'm Sophie Fox. We thank you for watching and stay safe out there.